I have the other ones available in there.
Wait.
But
What? So, Luke, what are you drinking today?
Coca-Cola.
Morning on the way to the gym and set my ukulele on top of the car and then drove off down the road.
I need a bow after that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Look at that.
Yo! I learned my lessons from last night. What a welcome, thank you. I drink the most fruity drinks imaginable.
It's laundry day.
it's laundry day.
So you always wear hats with laundry day?
I'm going to do you a favor, James.
How'd you say? Ukulele.
So how did you two meet?
Well, there's these places in San Francisco. I think they're called bathhouses.
It's like one of those things where everyone wants to focus on like the big events that happen, but day to day, what we're doing is we're on like one of our draw streams, smoking weed, making comics. It's chill. It's so much fun, and like
Yes. Oh, man, I'm not a YouTuber. I do this because I want to sell comic books. Yes, guys. Yes, whoo! It is Sunday. You know what that means? Another episode of A Drink with Brink, where I talk with other indie creators about their hopes and dreams and their lives, but also their books and their campaigns. Because, guys, I'm done with mainstream. Mainstream is boring, and they don't really want me no more. So, indie is where the passion is, guys. All right. I hope you're all having a good Sunday. My weekend has been busy. It's been a stream weekend. I've been streaming more than I usually do. And I've been writing some stuff. But yeah, so yesterday, guys, we had a show called Critique My Campaign. I did it with I did the show with my co-host Michael Oden, and we just browse campaigns that people. So I announce it. People can. So if people want their campaigns featured, they can let us know, and they did. So we feature. So we show. So we go through campaigns that people asked us to go through, and we have to be honest. We have to be honest with this. With this format, otherwise, what's the point of like going through campaigns and being honest about the campaigns? What do we feel about the campaign? And sometimes you have to notice things, to bring up things that could be better, maybe, and so it's a. This kind of show makes me a little bit nervous because I want to help people. That's also why I'm doing this show, like helping other indie creators, right, to be successful, to give like to give them a little platform. My show is very small. My channel is very small, but regardless, you never know. Sometimes new people check out your campaign, but your campaign has to function so. And so we did that yesterday. Some people responded. I'm not sure if it's something that everyone appreciates, but if you want us to look at your campaign, you have to know that we have to be honest about it, right? It's not to trash anything, but to help. So yeah. Anyway, today is a different show. We have a brand new guest today, which is cool. So I can introduce you to new people and new people to you. And Mike is in the chat, and he says, just in time for the intro trailer. Good drink to you, Dave, CM, and to all watching. Yes, thank you, Mike. Thank you for being here. All right, guys, let's do this. It's a new guest, so and we have to talk to him about his wonderful campaign. He has a campaign up. So let's just bring him up. May I have a very warm welcome for the Creative Welshmen.
Good evening, everyone.
Applause to yourself, sir. Welcome.
Right.
So how are you today?
Well, not too bad.
Okay.
It's a nice, bright, sunny day. Went for a nice walk. Dropped a few things off my aunt's.
Right.
And so just generally got on with trying to tidy my room.
Right. All right. Great. All right. Before we talk about anything, the first question I need to ask you, there it is. What are you drinking? And it is a what does it say?
Cider. Koppenberg.
Kopperberg.
Premium cider. Summer punch flavor.
All right. So it's not beer. It's like cider.
Yeah. I much prefer cider, especially fruity ciders.
Right. Ciders. All right. Jens, do you like ciders?
Disgusting. Ugh.
No, he doesn't like it. But you like it. That's what counts.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I can't imagine people wanting to drink Scotch whiskey, because to me that is a interesting mix of wood polish and nail varnish.
Really, you don't like it? So if you drink beer, what kind of beer do you prefer?
Never really explored too much on the beer side of things.
Like the Dutch beer, Heineken.
If I have to say, it would probably just be Budweiser.
Okay, all right, that's cool.
So I much prefer the ciders overall.
Sure. Leroy, yo, welcome, Leroy. Welcome to the chat. Nice to see you. Right. So Creative Welshmen. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? So you read comics? You're a comic book fan?
I got into comics about roughly 8 years ago, but not your traditional Marvel DC comics.
Right,
in fact, the first one that I actually started reading was Purgatory.
Purgatory? Wait, that's a different Purgatory than the one from the 90s.
This one's done by Holly Brown. You can read the whole thing on Tapas if you want.
All right.
But it's more about two young gay lads trying to escape a mad religious cult. That's what it's about, really.
Okay.
And from there, I just thought started getting into more web comics and webtoons.
Okay, sure. So there are some good web comics out there.
Yes.
Mhm.
I mean, I've got quite a few that I could recommend, but we'd be here all day.
Right. Yes.
But from there, I just sort of started expanding into like different kinds of comics,
Sure.
and eventually I heard about the Ripperverse mainly
Mm.
through Geeks and Gamers, and
Okay.
that's how I got into collecting the more American style comics, but specifically indie ones. I mean, as you can see up there, I've got a couple. I mean, I've got Demons, got the Mega Fists,
Yeah. Cool.
Cyberflog, What's and All.
Oh. Yeah.
I've got nothing holding
Mm.
a bent corner on that now. Yeah, but I've got this one because I really like Spider-Man. Growing up, I watched I used to watch the cartoons, the Sam Raimi movies. I played the video games, and I remember this specifically because we don't have comic book shops in the UK.
What, you don't?
Right? No,
No
not
comic book
typically.
shops in the United Kingdom?
The only ones I can think of are in the northwest of England, and that's probably seeing like 3 hours away from me if I were to catch it by train. But that would be places like Forbidden Planet.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to.
The closest one that was
Yeah.
the closest one that was to me closed during the pandemic, and that was in Ville, and I was shocked to hear that was closing down, because that's when I was starting to really get into collecting comics, and I wanted to go in and see sort of like what kind of comics they had.
Yeah. That's the best way to discover comics, right? Either you go into this comic book shop or through conventions. Do you visit conventions?
I've never been to a convention before. I was going to go to a convention last year. I was all trying to plan it out, but then I lost my job and I couldn't actually afford to go all the way to I think it was Telfed Comic Con. I think it was. That's the one I was going to go to because I wanted to get more into the convention scene, and I was going to go there, cosplaying as Where's Wally.
Cosplaying as who?
Where's Wally? Americans refer to him as Waldo, but we call him Wally.
Right.
Because I shaved my beard at the time.
Okay.
And I was looking in the mirror and I was like, I kind of look like Wally from Where's Wally? So I was going to go there.
Talking about your beard, by the way. Welcome, Matt. Matt is with us in the chat, and he asks, is that beard colored or red or natural?
Natural.
That's a nice color, man.
It is very, very rare, statistically speaking, for men to have a beard that's the same color as their hair. So I'm naturally a brunette, technically speaking. But my hair is a bit unique in that in the summer months it's lighter, but in the winter months it's darker. So depending on what time of the year it is, I might have light brown hair or dark brown hair. But my beard has a bit of red in it. And genetically speaking, that's more common than you think it is. Yeah.
Shadowhawk Talks, welcome. Welcome. And Matt says, impressive red beard, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Like the Mary Jane color, right?
I much prefer having a beard these days.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, I can't grow one. When I grow one, it's too fuzzy. You know, you have like a beautiful thick beard, but I can't do that. Darkside is here. Welcome, Darkside is comics. I need more subscribers. So Darkside is winning, guys. Darkside is nearing 600 subscribers on his YouTube channel. So he's catching up. He's catching up. So subscribe to my channel, guys. Subscribe to my channel. 58
I can only subscribe once.
Sorry?
I can only subscribe once.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome, 58 Underground. Cheers. He says hashtag winning. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so the
Going-
comics that you read are kind of outside the comics that I'm familiar with, right? Apart from, of course, the indie scene and Spider-Man, but you
Yeah.
read
Well,
most.
actually, as a child in the early 2000s, yeah, I was going to say games just because we got sidetracked on comic book shops, but we sort of have news agents, and so I think it was one summer. I think it was we were going to stay with my grandparents sort of one summer. So me and my younger brother, we were taken to a news agent, like, pick some magazines or comics, and there was 3 issues of, I think it's Ultimate Spider-Man. I can't be 100% sure on that because we're talking over 20 years ago, so my memory's a little fuzzy. But I do remember sort of reading those over and over. And I wish I had started collecting then. The only other comics I do remember reading, and I collected religiously, and I was only missing 1 issue, and I don't have them anymore, were the Jackie Chan Adventure comics.
Oh, comics from Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
From the animated series, and they made a comic from that.
Yeah, from the cartoon series in the early 2000s, with the talismans, the Shadow Khan, and the Black Hand, and all that.
Oh,
there was like a set of comics based on that, and in them you'd have 3 different stories. One based on the animated series, so adapting that into a comic form, and there were 2 original stories. One of them being sort of like Jade's adventures, which was just sort of like the shenanigans she gets up to in her own time.
Okay. Philip V, welcome to the chat. Philip V, nice to see you. Right. So what inspired you to make your own comic?
I've always enjoyed creating things artistically, and in 2003 there was a short story competition in the Daily Mirror, if I remember correctly, about writing a Harry Potter short story. It had to be about 500 words long. I didn't know about this, but one of my English teachers in secondary school asked if anybody wanted to take part, and I was like, yeah, sure, I got nothing better to do. And so in a short span of about 25 minutes, I think is how long classes last, so about 25 minutes, I came up with was probably the worst story I've ever written. And I won first place
you've
in
ever
it.
written?
Yeah.
Really?
It was a little all over the place, but it was called Harry Potter and the Final Challenge. And to summarize it, it started off with, it was another year at Hogwarts, and they were in Hagrid's hut for a Care of Magical Creatures lesson. And then suddenly Lord Voldemort bursts through the door and knocks Hagrid out. It says, "Soon, Harry, we'll have one last duel," and sort of buggers off. And then, of course, Harry gets special lessons with Dumbledore. And then it was sort of like Halloween, I think it was. It's sort of like there's a noise from the Forbidden Forest, and so Harry knew that this was the final challenge. And so he and his friends go in to confront Voldemort, get split up, and Harry sort of murders Voldemort, basically. He had an army of trolls, had the ability to make himself like a giant.
Right.
And I basically sort of had him explode into a ball of flames.
Right. Yeah. So.
And that was the end of it. And I won first place.
Oh, you won first place. I
Yeah.
didn't even think it was a good story.
No. In fact, I was reading some of the other ones there at the events, and I thought some of them were actually a lot better, but I still got the book that I won. It was
Oh,
to
you
tie
won.
in.
Yeah. Okay.
It was to tie in with the launch of Order of the Phoenix at the time.
Okay. So, but it was themed after Harry Potter. It was like fan
Yes.
fiction what you had to write.
Yeah. And the photograph they took at the time almost sort of resembled this, because there was a redhead lad and a young girl with sort of bushy brown hair,
Yeah.
and we were sort of almost posed exactly like that. I would have
Yeah.
been Harry Potter in this equation because I was wearing glasses at the time, but that's how we would have been posed.
Okay.
And it's kind of ironic because I kind of predicted a few things that would have actually happened in the next 2 books after that. The lessons of Dumbledore, confrontation in Forbidden Forest, Voldemort having an army by his side, and also ironically predicting what the final cover of the final book would be like. Sort of.
Oh, that's cool.
And
That's great.
if I could have found a picture, which I would have shown to you, they
Sure.
but if I could have found it, but I don't. I don't know
Right.
where
So,
it is actually.
but back then, so looking back on
Yeah.
your story, you didn't really think it was particularly good, right?
Yeah.
But
It was a
now,
little over the place. That's
sure.
what I mean.
So you did recognize that. So what did you do to like improve your own writing skills?
Not very much, to be honest.
Right.
As a kid, because I really liked playing video games, but I'd
Right.
also religiously read Harry Potter and Series of Unfortunate Events. Those were
Yeah.
the 2
A lot
books
of
at least that I
reading.
would read.
A lot of reading, and because the comic you made, you wrote also, correct?
I know the
Right.
inspiration for Goatinator comes much, much later.
Sorry, there.
Yeah, the inspiration for Goatinator that came from last year.
Right. Oh, Goatinator. What's
Yeah.
the inspiration for that?
Right then, on the A Drink with Crazy channel, there's like a running gag where Royce refuses to buy his wife a goat, and somebody on his Wednesday live streams put in I think it was generated by AI, but it was an image of a robot goat, and it was sort of like all the man had to do was buy his wife a goat,
Yeah.
and it sort of struck a chord with me. It's like, oh, this could be like a really good story. It'd be really, really fun and silly. Terminator, but with goats. But nobody was making it. And this is about October time, I think. So,
Mhm.
yeah. And we're
So
about
it's
nearly
about
halfway into
the
this
comic
year.
is about a Terminator goat.
Yeah.
The
Basically,
Goatinator. Okay.
for some reason, not buying his wife a goat starts a
Yeah.
war between the humans and the goats.
All right.
And so the goats figure out that it has something to do with Royce not buying his wife a goat. So they send back in time the most evil goat ever, which is the Goatinator, because he has abandoned its inner goat and just all become pure malice.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes back in time to this year specifically, to the Iron Age barbecue that Royce wants to host later this year.
Okay. Okay. So it has like there are real world references in here.
Yeah, so I tried to include a few references here and there, and there's a bit of channel lore about his hairs, like giving him powers and all of that. So, and there's also a few caricatures of other members within that community.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look at the trailer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shall we do that?
This will probably help you understand the goat jokes. Basically, it's a whole compilation of goat jokes.
Oh, really? Okay. Let's find out.
When memes go too far.
Joseph Peck. Sheep. Sheep. Greater than goats. Taste, behave, and look better.
More than 4 minutes?
Yes, sheep are better than goats. And they do. I love Lynn.
You guys hear it?
I don't want to fucking go. I don't want to go, dude. I know what them. I don't want to. Shut up. I hate. I'm gonna start telling my wife like, "Hey, baby, you can't talk to the Iron Age people," and she's gonna be like, "Yeah, go fuck yourself." And I don't know what I'm gonna do.
That's correct.
I don't know. I married a spicy lady, but it's
and
awesome.
you're gonna deal with a goat on your roof.
I don't want to fucking go. I'm not buying it, dude. For a month, they'd be like, "Royce, you gotta buy her a goat." I don't want to buy her. Why would I buy her a goat?
Because it'll be transcendent.
No.
Oh my God.
Damn it!
Because
the transcendent goat.
Right.
It'll be. There are some jokes there. In my head, there definitely yes.
Oh fuck!
I'm gonna leave him alone.
Make sure you collar that thing because it's gonna end up like 2 counties away, and you're gonna need it back.
I'm not buying a goat.
It's not buying a goat. So this is what inspired the comic.
There was a live stream earlier when he was interviewing Carol Brown, but I can't find that one for some reason.
Okay.
But that's where the joke actually originated from. As far as I'm aware, this is the earliest one I could find.
Okay.
And I think the next one it shows the robot death goat image that was in the Wednesday live stream. Yep, that's it.
I can't even be mad at that. I'm not buying a fucking goat.
Now, my question was: is that AI?
The Goatinator is going to come for you now if you don't buy the goat.
Creative WM person.
Right. So you saw that and you were like, "This has to be a comic."
Yes.
Right.
I was thinking over and over it until later that Sunday. I posted that comment that you read, and I was like, "This has to be. It's like a real comic. It needs to be a real comic."
Right. But these people, so Royce plus the other people, do they know that you're making this?
Yes. He actually reacted to it this Wednesday. He did. And he was actually watching like the trailer, and it was so funny watching him react to it. He was like, "I forgot about that. Oh my God, he's got the Air July thing in it as well."
Right. Tiger blood, says Mike. Tiger blood. Oh, that's too dark side. Oh wait, I don't know what that's about. Okay, so you got inspired. Then what? You started to write, or you started
around December time.
Yeah.
I started to sort of like properly form the story in my head, and that's when I started to put it down into script form.
Right.
And I should have actually been finished with the comic by now, but around Christmas time, throughout January, I sort of heard about depression due to something that happened last year. So that sort of set me back a little bit. But I have since finished the script for the comic, and that's page 2, if I remember correctly.
Right.
The Goatinator coming down the corridor to the chamber where the elder goats are. I have edited that image a little bit to make it still like more pronounced, to show that he's actually going forward.
Sure. So this book is black and white.
Yes.
Yeah.
I figured it would save me more time if I did it black and white.
Sure. When did you start drawing this, writing this, drawing this?
Around I started doing the art around March, April time. And I managed to sort of get the up to about last week I did about 6 pages. And starting next week I need to start getting the rest of the pages done.
So
this is all like in the
So you can do
This is
6
like in
per week.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is sort of when we come to the current year. It's sort of like at a venue where the Iron Age barbecue will be held. I'm not sure what its hometown looks like, but here's some of the other characters.
This character here in the lower right, is that Royce?
Yes, that's him.
Okay.
We have Daniel P. Riley. We've got the Hedge eating somebody. For the Soska sisters. We've got a bunch of other random characters or having a good time drinking beer, eating sausages and burgers and fried eggs.
Is that the Soska sisters?
Yes.
All right.
They may or may not be coming to the Iron Age barbecue, so that's why I put them there. So.
Right. Okay. All right. Yeah. So this will be lettered also. There is dialogue going on.
Yes. I think I sent you a link to the free preview on Tappers. That's got these like the first 6 or so pages with the lettering on it.
Okay, right. So I can look that up and then people can read along if you want. It's available. What's this? This is the cover?
Yeah. This is cover A. It replaced the original cover that did because the original one sort of looked bad. In fact, if you watch the trailer, you might actually be able to see in one of the clips towards the end. But this is the new cover A.
Right.
And to me, it looks so much better than the last one. Much more professional. Below that will be cover B, which was inspired by Dragon Ball.
This one, yeah, okay.
Yes. That's referencing a scene from Battle of the Gods, the movie that was made when Akira Toriyama saw Dragon Ball Evolution, and he was so offended by it. He said, "I'll show you how to do a proper Dragon Ball movie." He made Battle of the Gods, which sort of went into Dragon Ball Super, and this is cover C, where Royce is going Super Saiyan.
Right, that's a very green cover.
Yeah.
All right. So you have 3 covers?
Yes, because his channel color is green. I decided to choose green for his
okay, sure. Okay,
for his power.
Well, you're leaning really into the theme, right?
Yes.
All right. So this is Royce
the
greening up.
This is the bookmark.
Okay. All right. The bookmark, and that's basically okay. Wait, that's it's longer. Okay, cool.
This is one of the art prints. This is Royce on a farm looking after a goat.
Yeah.
And yes, that's what goat eyes look like, by the way. I've never seen a creature with eyes like that at all. And the can on the back there says white goats. Because there's actually another joke within the community that he drinks a brand of seltzer called White Claw, but it's apparently really, really terrible. So he's got his can of white goat, and he's looking after a goat. So that's a joke.
All right.
And
art print. So
of the Goatinator itself.
Every backer gets this, or is this a stretch goal, or?
This is some of the merch that's available. So
people can add it to the order.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The bookmark, the art prints, and the sticker sheets are all add-ons.
Sure. And you're the artist. You're the writer. You're the artist. You did everything. You did the colors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did the colors myself as well.
So how many pages is the comic book?
It's going to be about 26 pages, black and white. But because I want it to be perfect bound, I'm going to add about, it's going to be about 25, 26 pages. So because it's going to have a next issue preview. So I'm going to try and see if I can include either some artwork or previews of what else I'm working on just to make it up to about 32 pages.
All right. We have
Yeah,
some
and the-
what, sticker set, so people get
Yes.
stickers. They can buy this, right? They can add it on.
Yeah, these
Right.
will be one of the add-ons as well.
Oh, sure. Right. Break.
Yeah.
Entertainment.
Entertainment.
That's your label.
Yes, that's the imprints that I'm going to be publishing under.
Right.
It's entirely my branding.
Mm-hmm. Where did the name come from? Break Entertainment.
I was Good question, actually. You make me think back now.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think it was because I was looking at the naming convention for Saturday AM, which is a manga magazine, digital, really, but they have like offshoot ones, sort of like Saturday PM, Saturday brunch, and sort of like Saturday afternoon or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So based on the old Saturday morning cartoon box.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And I was thinking to myself, how would I name a manga company and do a bunch of manga magazines like Shonen Jump and all that? And so I settled on the name Break. But before that, it was sort of like Tea Time Manga, and that just didn't have the same ring to it. So I settled on Break Manga.
Sure.
Because I was intent on making manga originally. So I'm a bit of a fan of My Hero Academia. In fact, I've got a whole bunch of manga back here.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. As you can see on the top shelf, I've got some My Hero. I've got Full Metal Alchemist. Dot Hack. Some of the early Pokemon Adventures. Love Hina, Initial D. Zelda manga, Blue Exorcist, D Grey Man, Ace Attorney, The Witch,
I love stuff.
Slayers.
What's your plan? What's your plan with Goatinator? Will this be this long running series just like manga, or is it a one-time thing?
It's going to be a short series.
Okay.
This is going to be like part 1. Part 2 will happen after a time skip.
Mm-hmm.
So like bringing it back up to where the Elder Goats were planning to send the Goatinator back in time.
The Elder Goats, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Wrangler, welcome. Hail, he says. Hail. Okay. Well, it's an interesting original premise.
Yeah.
Like a terminated goat, right? That's pretty funny. You have some. I feel like it helps when you're in on the joke. So people who really watch like
that's what the trailer is for.
Right. Sure. Yeah.
Because it's a confirmation of all the times he's reacting to people telling him to get his wife a goat, and he's like, "I don't want to get my wife a goat," and they're like, "Get your wife a goat."
Okay. Yeah.
But it also like shows when I first got the idea for it,
and
so in the final clip of it was going to be like he's saying, "I'm making a goat comic. It's going to be coming out soon." He's like, "I can't believe he's making a goat comic. He's doing this to me." And then it would cut to a scene of like ruined buildings that are on fire. It was like the phrase, "All the man had to do was get his wife a damn goat."
Buy the goat, says Wrangler. Buy the goat. Or buy the Goatinator. You now have 4 backers. You have a goal of $1,882.
Yes, I'm taking into account how much it's going to cost to print. So like 100 copies of everything.
Oh, 100
the
copies.
the cost of the price that I want to fill the books at. Trying to take into account the cost of the equipment that I'll need, like shelving units, storage boxes,
Right.
bins for packaging and shipping. Also taking into account the cost of shipping as well.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into making the book and shipping things out. You need a lot of
and insurance as well.
Yeah.
I also need premises insurance as well to cover the costs just in case some
premises.
Yeah.
For
there's 3 types of insurance in the UK that businesses have to have.
Yeah.
Premises insurance, staff insurance, and public liability insurance. If you do consultations, you need indemnity insurance, which means people can't sue you for getting bad advice, basically.
Wait, so this means you're an actual company doing this?
Yeah, it's just going to be me, so I won't need the employment insurance, and for the time being, I won't be doing any public events, so I won't need the public liability insurance. But I do need the office and premises insurance, and that would cover the possibility of the premise being damaged, somebody breaking in, stealing stuff, waste being set on fire.
So that's also what this goal covers.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And it's a quirk of doing business in the UK. New companies, technically speaking, don't have to pay tax in the first 12 months.
Yeah.
But that's all done about a year later, so I don't have to worry too much about that.
Right. But he's so memeable. Yeah, he's memeable. The goat is memeable. You have a digital copy, which is great, so people can support you if they want. They get the digital copy. It's expected to deliver in June. You can make that in June?
Oh yeah, because that's the digital one. Yes.
Sure. Right.
By the time June rolls around, I should have finished the comic itself.
Mm-hmm.
Formatted it, lettered it, and get it ready to put into a PDF.
Yeah.
When it comes to printing it as a physical book,
yeah,
I am going to need to get a proofreading copy to make sure that everything fits properly on the page. So
sure. Right. Yeah. You have proofreaders, you have copy editors.
I'm going to worry about that when I get to that point.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Because the way I'm designing the pages, I'm thinking about sort of like how it's going to look when it's on the physical page itself.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So how the panels are arranged, where the speech balloons are going to be, stuff like that. I'm going to make sure I've got that ready before I get to the proofreading stage. But I'm going to make sure to have a fresh pair of eyes look over it to make sure that everything is as it should be. That the dialogue makes sense, the lettering is legible, that there's like a good page flow.
Yeah. Yeah. It has to look nice. Right. Okay, so people can get the book for £15. It's pounds, right? Or $19. It's cover A, cover B.
I'm hoping to get the physical goods done by August.
All right.
Yes. Cover C is going to be the most limited one, depending on how many I get during this campaign backing that one. That's going to be the number I print plus about 10. So.
Okay.
but that initial print run is going to be the only print run for cover C.
So does this mean that you will take this down once you get to 10 backers here? You will take this perk down?
No. However many backers I get during the campaign,
yeah,
plus 10 additional copies for aftermarket sales.
I got you. Yeah.
Cover B will be limited to exactly 100 plus whatever's printed. Well, not printed. 100 copies plus however many people back it during the campaign. So there'll be a bit more of that.
Right.
But cover A is going to be the one that's perpetually in print until I do a trade paperback of it.
Right. So you can get the physical book plus the digital for $26
or £20, which is about
£20. Yes. And you can get all covers.
Yep.
Right. And then we have buy it all. This is
it's the digital PDF, all 3 covers, the art prints, sticker sheets, and the bookmark.
Right.
So you get everything with that.
Everything, right. Okay. Guys, the link to this campaign is pinned in the chat there. And it's in the description of the video, so you can check it out if you want. You have some goal to make. So keep on promoting this, man. You have 18 days left.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm hoping to at least get to about 100 backers getting the books.
Sure. Right.
Because that'll be enough to make back the to get to the budget essentially.
Well, look, man, Royce, he has a reasonable audience, right? A reasonably big audience, large audience. So maybe he can bring some eyes to this campaign. That would be great.
That's what I'm hoping.
Right.
I'm just sort of hoping I can get the initial set of backers and then sort of just be able to build a loyal following.
Hey, you have a backer. Just backed it, says Wrangler.
Oh, brilliant. So I'll check to see what you've backed in a minute.
That is excellent. Thank you so much.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah! Yes! Yes!
Woo!
I really need to watch Breaking Bad.
Oh, that's a fantastic series, man. That's my favorite series ever. So good.
I quite liked Heroes. I was disappointed when I was disappointed when it got cancelled. And then it came back for Heroes Reborn. But it was just sort of like, it feels like I missed about 5 seasons of this show. And then they ended that on a cliffhanger where sort of like the twins' actual dad is sort of coming back to get them. And it's like, oh, okay, who's the father then? And we don't know. But the twins are actually Claire's children.
Right.
Claire Petrelli from the original series.
So you do like superhero stuff also.
Yeah.
So because
anything that sort of
yeah
has characters be put into like the this moral conflict of take things into your own hands while not crossing the line. That stuff interests me.
Right. All right. Well, if you like superhero stuff, right? We are making a series called Perfect 10. We're now working on book 5, but next to that, Critical Blast is publishing a special edition of Perfect 10. It's the deluxe hardcover artist edition. So the artist is Paul Rodriguez. He worked for Marvel. He did work for DC. Now I'm working with him. It's crazy. And we put together this book. So you can get it through Kickstarter right now. It has a low campaign price. When the campaign is done, then the book will go through retail for a much higher price. So get on this while you can, guys. This is hardcover. It's 130 pages. You have like script. You can read the script. You can see the page layouts that Pow did. You can see the lettered work. And we have the colored pages also there. You can ask for commissions. There are like 5 commissions left. So Pow will draw any character you want. So any character you request, can be mainstream, can be Jamonverse, can be your own, whatever you want, and you can use it for whatever, right? And we added some pinups, so here you can see it's a fantastic comic. So if you know the series, which by the way you can get the first 3 issues on jamoncomics.com, then you know that this is like classic 90s inspired art, but with a fantastic story about this girl called Ten, who has to face super powered criminals, and she doesn't know why. So along with her, the reader finds out what's going on. So you see some. Oh, Pow also does some head sketches that you can commission, and there are some original sequential pages left from the first book, the first issue. There are, I believe, 5 sequential pages left that you can still get, and the rest is sold out. So get on that, guys. The link to this is in the description of this video.
Mm-hmm.
Plus something else before we round things off here. You can also sign up to Perfect 10 Book 5 and POWERTRIP Book 2. This will be a double campaign, so 2 new books, 1 campaign, to make it easier for everyone, right? And you can sign up. We have this early bird special. You don't know yet what it is, but it will be worth it. So the 10 is back in. It's just awesome. We're working on the comic right now. We have some new characters, for instance, a Shadow Lion right here. So you can read that in POWERTRIP Book 2, which is made by a different creative team. So these are shorter stories made by different independent artists. The link to all of this is in the description of the video. Wow! All right, Creative Welshmen, thank you so much for being my guest for today.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, and good luck with your campaign. Let's share it out, guys. And special thanks to the chat, for everyone watching us, for being here. Thank you so much. If you like this conversation, give it a like. If you didn't like the conversation, give it a dislike. And I'm very sorry.
Yeah, I just want to add quickly.
Sure.
If the campaign does fail, don't worry. I've got a plan of sorts to make sure that the people who do want the comic do get it, which will involve opening a web store where they can buy it directly from me, and I can just sort of print order.
All right. You have a plan B.
Yes.
Okay.
And if that's what ends up being too complicated,
yeah,
I know a local community charity group that sort of does sort of like a drop shipping service of their own. So I'll investigate that as well.
Wow.
But fear not, I will try and get this comic out to you guys.
Of course.
To the people.
That's
cool. To the people who want to get it physically. Mm-hmm. And I'll be uploading the full chapter on Tapas and Global Comics when it's fully finished.
Sure.
But I'm not sure how I'm going to monetize that yet. Not sure if I'm going to put the whole thing up for free, or if it's going to be here's a free preview, and then the rest is like behind a small paywall. I've not decided on that just yet.
All right. By the way, I put your Twitter tag in the description also. So people follow Creative Welshmen on Twitter for updates. And I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.